House on Pleasant Street channel on YouTube. I'm at my project house and it's January. It's absolutely freezing outside, so I don't even want to be outdoors. So I thought I would maybe do a little interior job, a little quick one. And what it is it's my basement stairs. And my basement stairs are all just old wooden stairs that used to be carpeted, but were at one time painted. And there's a million staples and there's gaps and holes. What I want to do is I kind of want to refinish these, and of course it's just going to be a paint job. And I want to do the stairs, and I want to do this small landing down here. Fix this up, make this look presentable. Right now it just looks like garbage, old bits of carpet. Like I said it was a small job, but I got my work cut out with these staples. Anyway, want to get these stairs cleaned up. The basement's pretty much done for the most part. If you watched any of my other videos, we did this little bathroom. We relocated our laundry, new electrical service, and we've also turned this rec room into a bedroom with a door. We've also put a partition wall behind the column here and made this a little under the stairs storage area. But the project for this week, or for now, are these stairs. So let's get on and see how we can transform these. Okay, well, it took a couple of hours, but I got the staples all pulled, and here they are. Staples and old bits of carpet. So everything is pretty smooth now. Already looking better. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out some caulking and some drywall mud, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to patch up all these little gaps. Some of those gaps are pretty big, but anyway, I'm going to get this all sealed up so that it all looks smooth. All right, let's get some mud on this thing. So I got a little bit of drywall mud in the crevices, and I even put some in the cracks here. Some people would disagree. That's not really ideal for crack filling, but I'm not going to make the cracks 100% disappear. This is just kind of fill in the little gaps and make it look a bit more uniform. I've done this before. So we got to get the nail holes, the screw holes done, and all these jagged edges. Doesn't look very pretty right now, but I'm going to let this set up. I'm going to come back and sand, and then the smaller cracks after that we'll get with the caulking. And then we'll prime everything and give it a coat of gray. And I think this is going to work. Okay, well, my drywall has been sanded, and that's looking okay. I have also come back with the caulking, and I've got all the cracks and seams caulked. So what I'm going to do now, and this is by no means the final product. Once I prime, I'll probably come back and do some more touch-ups. I'm sure there'll be imperfections there. But for now, I'm going to throw a coat of primer on here while there's nobody home. And I went out and got my favorite Bullseye water-based primer. This is pretty good stuff, and being water-based, easy cleanup. Let's get a coat of this white primer down and see what it looks like. Okay, it's a little bit dark, but I'm just going to show a little bit. I'm just slapping this on with a brush. This stuff is pretty thick, but it does form a nice crust. So, although these stairs, I was not able to get 100%. You can still see ridges from the glue. I did sand these down, but there's still a little bit of residue. I'm just going to slap this on and see what happens. I'm hoping for the best here. Ideally, this would have been brought down to bare wood or at least bare paint, but the loose stuff is off, and I'm just going to give this a try. It is only the basement stairs, and considering what was here before, I'm pretty confident that this will be an improvement. I'm just going to slather away, and I'll show again once I get the one coat of the white primer. Here's coat number 1. Coat number 2. Left a spot to walk on, obviously. Okay, getting a little better. Let's see what the gray looks like. Okay, let's try this gray. Yeah, I think that'll be perfectly fine for basement stairs. Yeah, let's get some gray on here, see what it looks like. Here's the dark gray on the stairs. I like it. I think it looks good. There are still a few imperfections, but you know, it is just a set of basement stairs. And of course, I'm going to come back. I'm going to tape off a line here. I think I'm going to tape off a line. I'm going to fill this in with a dark gray. It'll almost look like a skirting. On this side, there's some trim. Of course, I've left the trim white, and I filled in the gray starting right here. I got to touch up the white over here. So I filled this in. I kind of like it. I'm going to do the same kind of effect over here, just with paint. And then I got to come back and I'm going to redo this white. There's a screw there, a little bit of a crack that I missed. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix the light gray up here. And then these will be my basement stairs. And for the sake of a little sanding and paint, and maybe I could have sanded a bit more, but I think it's okay. Of course, there will be baseboard here one day. We'll have baseboards. And then down here, I will trim this back out with a light gray, like the wall, I think. Unless I do that tape line, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll just make this light gray. And I'll have to touch up the imperfections. So, one more go at it with the gray and the tape, and we will be done. Okay, well, I've just touched up the light gray where the area is cut around the stair where the dark is. So that's light. I'm going to be pulling this tape off in a bit. And what I've come up with, this is my idea for making some type of we'll make it look like a skirting board all the way down, but it's just going to be dark gray and it's just going to blend in where I've caulked the corners and that. It's just going to be all one color. So all the imperfections and defects, I think this is going to be a good way of camouflaging that. So this is my idea. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to do this in the dark gray. Probably do a couple coats here. I'm going to give one more light coat to the main body of the stairs. So this is how I plan on finishing this off. And I've also taped here where I can fix up the gray. And I can go right down there. I'll go right down to the floor. I'm going to come back later, and there's probably going to be some kind of a quarter round or a piece of trim to finish off this edge. And like I mentioned before, there will be baseboard. I'm not doing any baseboard now because I'm going to wait till the whole house is done, till all the renovations are done. Once the kitchen is done, then I will come back and I'll put baseboard throughout the whole house. Quarter round baseboard. I've got my work cut out. The whole house does need to be done, same as the doors and windows. But for now, this is my downstairs stairs, and that's my idea. I'm going to come back with a gray, and we'll take one more look at this when it's all done, and hopefully it will be an improvement from what we started with. I think it'll be fine. Okay. Okay, well that's 2 coats on the stairs. Let's untape and see what this looks like. Here is the finished product. Still got to come back and do baseboard and trim, but the paint work is done. It's by no means perfect, but I think it looks better than it did. And it's certainly livable for a set of downstairs stairs. And I'm okay with that. I think the idea to paint out the gray down here, I think that was a good idea. It kind of, everything blends in. I mean, the corners are just crudely caulked and sanded and puttied in place, but it is just a rickety old set of basement stairs. And it does look a little bit more presentable this way. Yeah, I think that's fine. Certainly an improvement over what it was. And there are minor blemishes, but could always, we'll be touching this up as time goes on. Anyway, painted stairs. Cheap and looks okay. Thanks for watching.